Hi y'all, welcome to Donna's Farmhouse Kitchen. Well, in the background you may be hearing Barney because the little one's in the background, but overlook that. We're gonna make some chicken and dumplings. And this is my version of chicken and dumplings. I'm just ready for fall and I'm trying to encourage it. So why not do it with nice hearty meal like chicken and dumplings? Let me tell you the first thing I did. I went ahead and boiled my chicken. And I don't know about y'all, but I like nice pieces of chicken in my chicken and dumplings. I want to taste the chicken. I want the flavoring of my stock and everything, my broth, whatever you want to call it. I want it in nice pieces of chicken and all that. So what I did, I took a whole chicken and I put a stalk of celery in there, and also put, let me show you my seasoning I put in there, because I use this a lot. I put some Badea seasoning, and my mom got me hooked on this before she passed. She got me hooked on this, and I love it. I love using it in so many different things, but it's really good in this chicken and dumplings. So I hope that y'all will try this and enjoy it as much as we do. My husband's going to be a very happy man tonight because he had no clue what I'm making for him. So, but I cooled down the chicken a little bit, put on some gloves and started taking it off the bone. So, and just separating it, and I have a lot of really great meat there. And the chicken was not anything really huge. I would say, I don't even know I don't even know how many pounds it was, but it was about this size, you know. I mean, I don't know. It could have been like a 3-pound chicken. I don't know. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is put in 2 tablespoons of oil. That's about 2 tablespoons. Okay, I'm gonna put this on medium-high heat, and we are going to put in some celery and some onion, and then a little bit of garlic. I'm going to be using a bag of the julienne cut carrots. I'm going to be putting in a cup of the carrots, maybe a little bit more. Won't splatter on me. A little bit of carrot in there. And then I have 1 cup of diced celery. I diced it up pretty nice. Okay. And then 1 whole Vidalia onion. It's a big onion that I use. Just a large Vidalia onion, and it's diced. And it smells good already. I'm not sure if there's anything better than onions cooking. Smells wonderful. We're just trying to get them nice and soft. So I'm going to get them soft and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I'm going to add the garlic. Go ahead and get that in there. Let me see if this little spoon will do it. Okay. And it has only been cooking for about, I would say about 3 minutes since I left you. So now I'm going to turn it down. I changed burners too. I'm going to turn it down to medium. I had put a lid on it. We're going to turn it down, let it get soft. So now we're going to make some drop dumplings. And this is totally my recipe. Something I made up. But my husband loves them. So, and so do I, of course. What I did was I put in a 1/2 cup of Bisquick. We're going to start with that. And then you're going to put in the package of biscuit mix from the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. So, has a lot of seasoning, okay? Now, we're not making Cheddar Bay biscuits at all. We're just using this seasoning pack. We're not adding cheddar cheese. Now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the Badea seasoning. This stuff smells so good. It may be a little over a teaspoon. That's okay, because it's so good. Let me check on my vegetables. Turn them down, and we're just going to let them simmer a little bit while we're doing this. So I'm just whisking this around. I want the seasoning all in this. You hear a little one back there? I don't know what she's saying, but I've gone from Nani to Ganny. So now we're going to add 1 1/4 cup of my chicken stock from when I boiled my chicken earlier. So we're going to mix it up real good, and then we're going to let it sit, and it'll be ready for when we're ready to drop them. Oh, these smell so yummy. I like my drop dumplings that have some flavor, and these definitely have plenty of flavor. Okay, look at that. They're just right. Okay. So they're ready to go. Nice flavor there. Nice flavor. You don't need to add no salt. It's already in there. Sorry, it tastes really good. We're gonna set this aside and let's continue. So those cook for about 10 minutes, maybe, at the most. Got that garlic in there with the onion and the celery. And it's really yummy. Now I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. Let this cook for about a minute. Crank it back up to medium. So you're gonna let that cook about a minute. Okay, now my heat is at medium low. May sound like it's a little bit higher, but it's not. And what we're gonna do is I have 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're gonna just sprinkle that in. And then we're gonna cook that for like 7 minutes, okay? Just get it all in those vegetables and get it all nice and cooked. And I'm gonna do this for 7 minutes and I'll be right back. One thing I forgot to do, I forgot to put the butter in. I'm going, this doesn't look right. So I'm putting in 5 tablespoons of butter. Let me get that melted down. And mixed in. So now we're gonna add the chicken into the pot. Don't want to forget any of it. Mix that in with the vegetables. Now we're going to add 6 cups of the chicken broth from the boiling of the chicken. Get that all mixed in. Then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And now we start adding our seasonings. Let me move this safe. It's already starting to look good. It was smelling good before, now it's really looking good. But wait until you see all the seasonings. I like it flavorful. I like all my food with some good flavor. You've seen me use this enough today, but I've only put a little bit here, a little bit there. This time we're going to put in 2 teaspoons. Now we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of crushed rosemary. Fourth of a teaspoon of ground thyme. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of rubbed sage. We're going to mix that really well and then add a bay leaf. And just add 1 bay leaf. Get that mixed in there and we're gonna let this simmer. Now we're gonna let it simmer for 20 minutes. As it's simmering, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of pepper. But I have been taste testing it and it already tastes delicious. I'm ready to eat. But we're gonna let it simmer just a little bit longer. I have been letting it simmer for probably 25 minutes or so, just to let it simmer a little bit more, and get that flavor through the chicken a little bit more. And I've also taken out the bay leaf and discarded that. So let's dump some dumplings. So what I have is a small cookie scoop. It's about 1.5 inches. And we're just gonna start dropping into the simmering broth. And then we're gonna put a lid on it and let it cook the dumplings. Let me see if I can find some more spots here to dump these. I want as many dumplings as possible. I'm using just about all of it. So now I'm gonna put the lid over the dumplings and let it simmer, and I'll be back and show you what it looks like. Well, it looks like we're about done. I'm doing the toothpick test, or in this case, a cake tester test. And they're coming out nice and clean, and that's what you want. You want this to come out nice and clean. Okay, Now we're gonna bowl it up because I know I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm ready to eat. You can have like a couple of dumplings each or more. Yeah. Look at that. And I'll take some pictures for you and I will have them at the end of this video. So thank you so very much. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate that so very much and it helps me so very much. And thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hope you will try this recipe and really enjoy the flavors. Thanks again and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.